I think it's a very good mirror that society can put in front of itself to examine the double standards that we have when we look at women in politics compared to men in politics. We never discuss so much about men's personal lives, but as soon as woman is at the top of politics, we are doing like complete diagnosis of her personal life, which is completely irrelevant for politics.
This wouldn't be so interesting if it would be just another male, sort of. But I do think that whomever is on such a high position as a prime minister would anyway get a scandal out of that. But I do believe that this story became bigger and bigger also because she's a she.
Well, I think it was I think the opposition party to this saw it as an opportunity. I think it backfired dramatically, and I think that shows you the power of, I suppose, social media platforms, because whilst there was an official public outcry, it actually brought the debate front and centre about women's role in politics and why we need women to be in politics, and actually united women across all political divides to speak in one voice that, you know, this has nothing to do with politics and it's nothing to do with her job.
I'm sad that this is called a scandal because it was an everyday human moment of hers. But on the other hand, I was happy to see that many everyday people on social media really supported her, stood by her, and made little videos of themselves dancing and having fun, the way any human being would have done in her case. We cannot be robots, and there is no politics without authenticity as well.
I've seen a lot of such scandals with men in Ukraine. There were some scandals with rather popular politicians, and it didn't affect them at all. So I think it's just unfair.
It is absolutely unacceptable to see how women can be treated. I'm absolutely confident that there are a lot of men dancing, having party, getting drunk, but they are never aired and presented in this light, while a woman should be not a human being according to others.
But I think for all the politicians, and especially for women, it is a very hard thing, and we should be aware that everything that we do is like under a loop. We are judged and we are put in the spotlight because the role that we have chosen for ourselves.
But I guess we do have the responsibility to be aware where we are, with whom we are, what do we do, because we also have the kind of expectation from the voters, and it doesn't mean that we have to dehumanize ourselves. No, absolutely not. But I guess you need to be more aware, and this scandal was not the first in the world. There have been many others, and there will be more. The only thing that we can do, I think, to have more empathy towards each other on these issues, but also I do believe politicians need to understand their roles as well.
Yes, I think everything was a bit exaggerated, and yes, I do believe that it was mainly because she is a woman, and she is a young woman, and she has a really powerful position. So the scandal was much higher because of this.
I don't know if the scandal was because she was a woman, but because the people expect politicians to all the time to be serious people and have no private lives. But I don't want to live in a society where the politicians are not normal people.
where politicians do not enjoy their private lives. They don't dance, they don't sing, they don't spend time with their kids. I want there in the parliament, in the key positions, to see normal faces, normal lives, normal experiences.